Hi there, this is Jay here from Jeremy Jacob Letting Specialist. I have been asked, how do we get landlords? And that is an interesting question. I don't know if I should be revealing our secrets. We are an independent agent, okay, and we have to do things, and we want to do things differently to the large, huge corporate agents that have been around for years and years. Think about the international agents, Knight Franks, Savills, Foxtons, Chestertons. There are so many like this, okay? So we have to think a little bit differently. I think the first thing is that we are a lettings only specialist, which means we've carved out a niche and we've identified a core area, which is Kensington and Chelsea. And from that, we kind of ripple out. And I'll say that word again in a minute, because word of mouth reputation over the last decade that we've been in business has been absolutely vital and important. By doing a great job and ensuring that we do, friends of friends have recommended us, and it is like a ripple effect. And I'll be honest with you, that is how we've gained a huge part of our business. The other thing is momentum. Prior to starting Jeremy Jacob Letting Specialist, I had earned my stripes working for some corporate agents for many years, and that is really important because you build up a track record and you maintain relationships with people. When anyone moves on in life, it's just sad to know where someone's gone, and it's lovely when you're seeked out and say, Jay, I've seeked you out, I found you out online, I remember when I used to work with you, I want to keep working with you. And that's lovely when that happens because they remembered me. It's really nice. It actually touches me when that happens. But momentum is key. I'll be honest with you, I'm bringing up Donald Trump now. Before Donald Trump was the president, I promise, okay, I was just doing what I do, which is reading business books, etc., business books. And I read one of his books. It's the only one I'll ever read. It wasn't a great book. I think it was The Art of the Deal. But there was one key thing that he mentioned in it, which was momentum. He raised a point in his book where he had a friend who owned a really successful business, and he sold it. And he said he missed it, or he brought it back because the company wasn't doing great. But he thought by buying the business back a few years later that he would just walk back into things. And it didn't work out like that. The business didn't recover. It was never the same again because he had lost his momentum. And I never forget reading that. It was one nugget that I took away from that book. And it is really important. You build up a steady trajectory of client relationships, people that want to work with you over and over again, and then they recommend you, and so forth, so forth, so forth. So that would be a very important thing, is momentum. So I think really they are the most important ingredients as to how we find landlord clients. We've got an abundance of tenants that like to come back and reuse us. And obviously the thing that's emerged over the more modern way of finding new landlords is social media. And it's been an absolute revelation in the last few years. We're on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest. So there are all sorts happening. So again, very important strategies for gaining new landlords. Hope this helps. All the best.